Hey everybody, my name is Mark Jennings-Bates. I am really excited to be here with you today. I want to talk to you very quickly about my next adventure. Some of you will know that a few years ago, I led a team to a new Guinness World Record flying paramotors around Australia. It was just a fantastic opportunity. I loved it. But frankly, for years and years and years, I've always wanted to do something much bigger than that. And that goal has always been to fly a gyroplane around the world. Well, that time is coming, and I'm really excited to tell you that next week we're off to train with the best company in the US that we could possibly train with. Right now, I'm going to try and share my desktop with you and just run through a quick presentation, so bear with me, and let's see if we can get this happening for you. That didn't work. Hang tight. Okay, let's try that again. 1 second here. We'll try something a bit different. There we go. We're going to share this with you. There we are. So hopefully you're going to see exactly what I'm seeing now. I'm going to run through the show and assume that you are. Let's put it in full screen for you and talk to you about flying a gyro, because this is the next adventure. Look at that. Isn't that a cool aircraft? That is a gyroplane. It's actually built in Austria. It's called a Cavalon Auto Gyro. And that's what we're heading down to Spanish Fork, Utah to learn to fly with one of the best companies in the world to learn to fly gyro with. That's Auto Gyro in the USA. We're going to show you and demonstrate to you how you can take an idiot like me and turn them into a pilot, which is going to be pretty exciting for you guys and really exciting for me. So look, here's a couple of shots to tease you, because Andre and I are super excited about going down to Utah to learn to fly with Michael Burton. He's one of the best gyro CFIs in the business. Look at that dash layout on the aircraft, absolutely superb. It's going to be so cool to get in there. You'll feel real comfortable. And that actually is not a Cavalon Auto Gyro, but that's how sexy these aircraft look now. Isn't that amazing? It looks like an Apache attack helicopter or something, just needs a couple of guns on it. And then here we go. Here's lining up for your approach onto a runway. This is actually, I think, in the Calidus, which is a slightly different variant from the same manufacturer. So fantastic machines. But look, let me tell you how I got started in all of this. Many years ago in the mid-'80s, I started off as a paraglider pilot, and I loved flying, but paragliding has its inhibitors. It's literally very challenging to fly in slightly stronger winds. And so there are many days when you can't fly. And so I ended up buying a gyroplane. I became an owner of a gyroplane, an old RAF 2000. The problem with that is they had some safety issues with the gyroplanes in those days, and people were building them in their backyards, and some of the manufacturers were ignoring some of the safety features that were really important. And so you saw more accidents than we should have done, quite frankly. And in fact, it was very difficult to find instructors. And so I moved to BC, and I found myself a fixed wing school, and I decided to do some fixed wing training. And I did about 8 hours of training up to solo. And then, frankly, the world of adventure and rallying caught my appetite. I bought a rally car, started a rally team, started doing crazy adventures around the world, and that's where I am today. And that's what led to the Paramotor World Record. But in the back of my mind, I always wanted to set the world record for taking a gyroplane around the world. Now, the reason I'm so excited is because gyroplanes have changed a lot. If you look at the picture on the left, that's what everybody thinks of when we talk about gyroplanes. It's almost a home-built garden shed aircraft with a lawnmower engine on the back and a rotor on the top, carved out of balsa wood. It's a bit like something off Blue Peter, but it's actually evolved to very, very technical spec aircrafts now that you can see on the right here. They're easier to fly than you may think. They're not at all like a helicopter in the way you learn to fly them, and they're very, very safe. Airgyro is the perfect company in Utah who can show you exactly why that is. And we're excited because it's fantastic scenery down in Spanish Fork. We're with a company that has an amazing reputation with a tremendous amount of experience. And I'll promise you, before I do these adventures, I do a lot of research. And every corner I turned, I kept being given the same instructor's name. That was Michael Burton out of Utah. So I'm really excited to be sharing this journey with you. You'll be able to follow blogs on my website, www.markjenningsbates.com. And if you want flight training in the US, I would extremely highly recommend airgyro.com. That's what you could be doing next. So look, it's that straightforward, folks. I'm really looking forward to sharing this journey with you. Andre and I are super excited. We're going to be updating you as much as we possibly can. But in the meantime, remember that Airgyro in the US are one of the best schools that you could possibly get hooked up with, and definitely the safest. And that's a big deal when you're talking about flying. Have fun.